Oldies, AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. NFL football, it's here.
I'm Bridget Condon with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. After tearing his ACL last November, Packers linebacker Rashawn Gary is back on the practice field after being activated off the physically unable to perform list on Monday. Green Bay begins joint practices with the Bengals in Cincinnati on Wednesday. Elsewhere, expect to see Trevor Lawrence and the rest of the Jags starters playing in their first preseason game Saturday against the Cowboys. Head coach Doug Peterson saying, "I'm a big believer in the starters playing, and I really feel like they need to feel that energy that comes with starting a football game." Texans head coach D'Amico Ryans announced on NFL Network's Inside Training Camp Live Monday that rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud will start in the team's first preseason game against the Patriots. And that matchup is the first of 10 live preseason games this week on NFL Network, beginning Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
This your captain. Better buckle your seatbelts for this one. I saw my passport expired, so I went to Staples, got a passport photo lickety-split. While I was there, I grabbed some tiny travel soap and shampoo. I should have got some for my co-pilot. Just kidding, Brad.
Staples has everything for travel. 10-minute passport photos, luggage, headphones, even personal travel items. And now at Staples, get $10 off your purchase of $30 or more when you buy a travel service. Staples, your first stop to nonstop travel. Ends 9/16. In-store only. Exclusions apply.
Don't miss the final days of end-of-season deals during the Truckload event at Lowe's. Right now, save on major appliances and get an additional 10% off in-store clearance appliances. Plus, take up to 25% off select storage totes like the Project Source Commander tote. Just $11.98 was $15.98. Find big savings now. Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/9. Exclusions apply. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details.
Last I checked, it's a Wednesday, the 8th day of August, 2023. I'm Carroll in the newsroom. Gene, good morning, Gene.
The last you checked, it's Wednesday, huh?
No, Tuesday.
Okay, good.
Tuesday.
I thought you said that.
I was thinking Wednesday. I'm sorry.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's good.
Anyway.
We got an extra day.
Yes. And looking back in history on this date in 2018, the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences introduced a new Oscar category called Popular Films. I suppose this award goes alongside all the other usual Oscar entries known as unpopular films.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Well, everybody goes away with a participation trophy, right?
Yeah, it's just made out of plastic. And
yes.
Better luck next time.
Yeah, and they're $1.29 each at the dollar store.
If you buy them in gross, you can almost get them to give them to you.
Yes, pretty much. They'll pay you to take them. Oh, well. Anyway, I don't know if you heard about this, but a woman found a dead frog in a bag of spinach she bought at a grocery store. You know, it could have been worse. Yeah, she could have found kale in that bag. I'm not a kale fan. How about you?
I'm not. No.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, and our dad joke of the day?
DAD.
I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, birthdays today. You ready?
Ready for birthdays this morning. Let's go.
Actor Nita Talbot is 93. Dustin Hoffman, 86. Actor Connie Stevens, 85. Actor Larry Wilcox of Chips. Ponch and John, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 76. I wonder if he still rides that... it wasn't a Harley. They were riding Kawasaki's.
Kawasaki's or something.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's probably worth some money.
Probably. Actor Keith Carradine is 74. Actor Donnie Most, he was on Happy Days. He's 70. The Edge of U2, 62. Drummer Ricky Rocket of Poison, 62. Actor Cole Sudduth, is 49. Singer J.C. Chazes of NSYNC, 47. Actor Tawny Cypress, 47. Singer Drew Lachey of 98 Degrees, 47. Actor Lindsay Sloan, 46. Actor Countess Vaughn, 45. Actor Michael Urie is 43. Actor Megan Good, 42. Actor Jackie Cruz, 39. Actor Ken Bauman is 34. Local birthdays coming up.
My name is Josephine Conway, and I'm an Imperial Valley Food Bank board member. When locals need help feeding themselves and their families, they turn to the Imperial Valley Food Bank. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Help fight hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online at www.ivyfoodbank.org.
Let's say happy birthday to Kimo Mohammed, Jesus Perez, Margot Garcia, Kathy Coronado, Jerry Gonzalez, Amy Aragon, Austin Espinoza, Oscar Cañas, Jonathan Castaneda, Ray Rolfe, Kimberly Morales, Olga Salazar, Autumn Saldivar, Nelly Araiza, Sarah Ortega, and Allison Judy Zavala. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay.
Happy birthday.
And for the first time in more than 72 years, drivers in Oregon are allowed to pump their own gas.
Mm-hmm.
So when we have visited Portland and daughters, when Sarah is still there, Amy was there for a while, Oregon banned self-service pumps 72 years ago. They said it was due to safety concerns, citing the risk of injury from slipping on slick surfaces.
Slick.
Yeah, but, well, now they can have self-serve pumps, but at least half of the pumps have to be full-serve.
Well, I went around the car. I ran around it really quick, and they started chasing me because I had the gas hose.
Yeah, what do you think you're doing, bub?
Yeah. Taking my job.
Yeah. And my question is, okay, what's more dangerous? Slick surfaces at the gas station or that 2-week-old hot dog under the rotating heat lamp at the gas station? Which is more dangerous?
Yeah. I hear that those hot dogs can eat metal. I'm not sure.
I think some of them are made out of metal.
Out of metal.
Yeah, okay. And, if you put enough mustard, ketchup, relish, cheese, chili, it doesn't make any difference anyway.
Takes all that paint right off.
Right.
Makes it slick as chrome.
Okay. And we've got a look at news. I think we should mention we have Las Vegas Raiders football starting on Sunday on FM 107.5 right across the hall.
Yeah, they're right out back of us here.
Yep.
You can walk right in from our office into the stadium. Yep.
And we'll bring you all of the Raiders games on FM 107.5, all of the primetime games right here on AM 1230, as we bring you Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night football. And that will pick up September, first week of September.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear the roar of the crowd right now as they went through here?
And the rush to the hot dog stand.
Yeah, boy, trampling each other.
Okay. We're ready for news. We'll look at world and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Public bathrooms in L.A. won't be as clean today. Garbage will sit in the street, and public swimming pools may be off limits, with city workers staging a 24-hour strike. Union Rep Gilda Valdez.
We took these measures to send a very strong message, but at the end of the day, they will be back to work and continue to work very hard as they always do.
Cleanup underway from Alabama to New York after deadly thunderstorms swept through. CBS's Meg Oliver is north of Baltimore.
The cleanup is just beginning. There is some good news. It seems as if the travel disruptions are starting to get back to normal, and the power outages have reduced significantly along the East Coast to around 350,000.
In Montgomery, Alabama, Arrest warrants have been issued in a massive brawl on the riverfront that began with a group of white people pummeling a black dock worker who tried to get a pontoon boat to move along. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. City of Los Angeles, the site of a major work stoppage. Thousands of city workers on strike for the day to protest contract negotiations between union officials and city leaders. City employee Samboya Wright says workers have endured the tough times and have never been rewarded.
We have been there. The city says thank you, but then don't want to fast track hiring and stuff like that. We need people are working overtime like crazy just to make sure that the city of Los Angeles stays afloat.
Workers went on strike at midnight. Still not clear what caused that helicopter collision that left 3 dead over Riverside County Sunday night. Richard Cordova with CAL FIRE says it's an accident that's impacted the entire force.
It's a great tragedy. We are here to protect, serve, and safeguard the people and citizens of California, and they're out there doing that every day. And unfortunately, we have instances like this.
All 3 victims on board one of the helicopters killed. The other landed safely. Hazmat crews cleaning up a major tanker truck fire on I-5. Jeff Scott, California News.
And World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, you call the experts. You've got a friend in the business at Lock Air Conditioning.
For a Reese's TV ad, you'd be staring at a Reese's peanut butter cup. And sure, my voice is peanut buttery smooth, but still, you need to see the peanut butter cups, right? No? I can really just say Reese's and you'll go get some? Okay. Reese's. 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 Really working, actually. Reese's. Reese's. I'm on to something. Reese's. Reese's. Reese's.
Have you ever noticed that when the afternoon light hits your floors, you can see everything, including dust?
So much dust.
And that floor dust gets kicked up into the air, compromising the quality of air you and your family breathe. Swiffer Heavy Duty Sweeper is the fast and easy way to clean your floors, with ultra-thick pads that trap and lock dust before it gets in the air. Just a couple minutes a day,
and dust is gone.
Swiffer Heavy Duty Sweeper. Proud partner of the American Lung Association.
And it's page 1 of the local news, page 1 of service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations to serve you right here in the Valley at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Well, the County Board of Supervisors will hold their regular meeting today. George Gale has more.
The board will begin the public portion of their meeting by adopting a resolution. Resolution is to honor Lisa Gutierrez, Social Worker 3, on her retirement after 22 years with the county. Supervisors will also present certificates of completion to 29 residents for the UC Master Gardener Program training. On their action agenda, the board will be asked to adopt a resolution authorizing the hiring of a county fire chief at Step F. The county has been without a permanent fire chief since March 29th of this year. They'll have a presentation from the County Behavioral Health Services and County Sheriff's Office on the opioid crisis in the Imperial County. They will discuss an emergency grant request from the city of Calipatria. County Public Works has requested actions on several items dealing with the POE Katy County service area. As the Air Pollution Control District, they will be asked to take action on several issues presented by the Air Pollution Control Officer, Belen Leon Lopez. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Earth moved in the wee hours of the morning. At 3.4 was the quake's measurement on the Richter scale. and it struck at 1:47 this morning. KXO News Time is 7:42.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Central Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
Continuing with more local news this morning, a sinkhole in Calexico has been repaired. George Gale has more.
Construction was completed over the weekend. Intersection of First Street and Heber Avenue has been reopened. Sinkhole was the most recent of 3 reported in that location. The city called in A&R Construction, who brought in their necessary equipment along with their crews and city employees. It was discovered there were several issues causing the repeated sinkholes. They found an abandoned and corroded cast iron force main collapsing. A 12-inch diameter branch Y fitting was in an open position, allowing water to saturate and wash away dirt, and the existing storm drain manhole structure had several visible breaks. All the issues were repaired at a cost of $200,000. The financially strapped city used funds from the American Rescue Plan Act funds that had been set aside in March of last year for downtown revitalization. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that'll do it for this edition of Local News. Coming up, page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
Page 2 of the local news and weather, served by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food. They specialize in sushi rolls. 50 different varieties of sushi rolls, one for every state.
Count them, 50. Well, work on the Brawley Pool is on the agenda. That's the Lion Center pool. It will close on August the 13th. Here's more on that story. A rehabilitation project will begin that day. Officials say the rehabilitation will be completed at the end of November. The pool will be closed throughout the rehabilitation process. Sunday afternoon, a fire in the city of Brawley. George Gale filed this story.
It was reported at the Pioneer Skilled Nursing Facility. All 91 residents were evacuated. Officials say the fire was caused by an electrical problem. They were able to extinguish the fire quickly. No injuries were reported. The evacuees were sent to other facilities around the county. They will not be returned until the electrical problem is fixed and power is restored to the facility. As a reminder, Pioneer's Memorial Hospital lobby will remain closed to the public for the privacy of the residents currently residing there. Patients that need to register or are seeking medical attention may enter via the emergency department entrance. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Royce Freeman finds a new NFL home. Here's more on that story. Imperial High School legend is closer to home. Royce Freeman was a legendary Imperial Tigers running back. He set several CIF records, some of which still exist. He's been drafted or was drafted by the Denver Broncos in the third round of 2018. He has moved around a bit, played with the Houston Texans and the Carolina Panthers. Last month, he signed to play with the Los Angeles Rams. Rams head coach Sean McVay said that Freeman had impressed him. And when he wanted another running back, he chose Freeman. Good to hear that. Well, the IBC Board of Trustees have a special meeting scheduled. Here's more on that story.
It will be held at Imperial Valley College this evening. A meeting will begin at 5 p.m. In closed session, the board will hear a request for a public employee discipline, dismissal, or release. In open session, they will announce any action taken on the closed session item. Meeting will be held in the boardroom, the IBC boardroom at Imperial Valley College. For more information on these and other local news stories, go to the Kxo website. Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. The menu is full of outstanding entrees. Yes, there's something for everyone at Kxo Sushi, including for the kids. Kxo Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls. They're named after our 50 states. And there's fresh sushi and sashimi, plus beer, wine, and sake. And oh, I forgot to mention, they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Kxo Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4440 for your takeout.
Here's Carol Buckley with a weather update.
The gradual cooling trend will continue over the next couple of days, according to the National Weather Service. There is increased moisture levels, providing chances for showers and isolated thunderstorms, but only slight chances. A warming trend is also likely starting over the weekend into early next week. 112 the high yesterday, 86 the overnight low, 41-mile-an-hour winds gusted through the valley last night. There was a trace of precipitation. Today will be sunny with a high near 107. West winds 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Partly cloudy tonight with a low around 85. West winds 20 to 25 miles an hour, gusting up to 35 miles an hour, decreasing to 15 to 20 miles an hour after midnight. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 104. West-southwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. 91 degrees, 26% relative humidity, wind out of the northwest 5 to 10 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, served by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials. Oh, and the dinner menu that features 16 different entrees. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your San Diego County Ford dealers during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. This is your time to discover summer at your San Diego County Ford dealers. And right now, get 0% APR limited term financing on a 2023 Ford F-150 truck. Hurry in and test drive one today. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 0.0% APR financing for 36 months at $27.78 per month for $1,000 finance regardless of down payment. Residency restrictions apply. For all offers, take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 9/4/2023. See dealer for qualifications and complete details.
All offers valid at Imperial County Ford dealers. It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Dodgers beat up on the Padres again. Mookie Betts with a grand slam, an 8-run fourth inning with the Dodgers beating up the Padres 13-7. Giants topped the Angels 8-3. Reds over the Marlins 5-2. Twins tweaked the Tigers 9-3. Pirates edged the Braves 7-6. It was the Mets bombing the Cubs 11-2. Red Sox ripped the Royals 6-2. Blue Jays beat the Guardians 3-1. Brewers bombed the Rockies 12-1. White Sox over the Yankees 5-1. Rangers outlasted the Athletics 5-3. The Nationals and the Phillies postponed inclement weather in Philadelphia.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And taking a look at other sports news, Chris Buescher has earned half of his 4 career NASCAR Cup Series victories in a stunning 9-day stretch of success. Buescher won his second straight NASCAR Cup Series race by holding off points leader Martin Truex late in the Firekeepers 400 Monday. And, a good time to pick up the win. Speaking of wins, John Rahm's season-ending spot atop the FedEx Cup leaderboard earned him a $4 million bonus. Okay, John, how much of that's going to go to your caddy? Oh, okay. And, free agent quarterback Teddy Bridgewater is signing with the Detroit Lions. The signing will reunite Bridgewater with Lions head coach Dan Campbell, who was the Saints assistant head coach, tight ends coach when Bridgewater was in New Orleans. And what's happening with West Coast football? ACC leaders are set to begin exploratory discussions on the potential addition of Cal and Stanford. There's nothing left of the Pac-12. So Cal and Stanford looking for a place to land. And don't forget, starting Sunday, Las Vegas Raiders football on FM 107.5. It'll be the Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers. We've got games starting at 12:30. Sports Time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Together,
we stand up to cancer. On Saturday, August 19th, join Stand Up to Cancer.
So just stand up with us.
Tune in Saturday, August 19th at 8, 7 Central on ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC. For more ways to watch, visit standuptocancer.org.
And financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. By the way, they also offer live scan fingerprinting to the public. Well, the Fitch credit rating agency said late yesterday it's warning banks reflecting ongoing strain in the U.S. banking sector, including increased pressures on funding and potential weaknesses in the amount of capital lenders are required to hold. A low credit rating could push funding costs for those banks even higher. U.S. stocks sank on the news, with the Dow falling more than 350 points on early trading and dropping even more as the day goes on. The U.S. banking industry was shaken earlier this year by the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank, Signature Bank, and First Republic in quick succession. And troubled plant-based meat company Beyond Meat posted a 30% revenue decline in the second quarter due to falling demand for its products. Beyond Meat president and CEO Ethan Brown said in a statement that the company is reducing its revenue outlook to between $360 million and $380 million for 2023, a decrease of about 9 to 14% compared to last year. But Brown added that he still believes the company will play an important part of the global response to a climate crisis that appears to be rapidly intensifying, while also delivering health benefits. The company cited high inflation, rising interest rates, and ongoing concerns about the likelihood of a recession for softer demand in the plant plant-based meat sector. And bank stocks are tumbling, so are all the other stocks. Right now, the Dow off 416 points at 35.53. The S&P 500 down 51 points at 44.67. The NASDAQ off 207 points at 13,787. Gold off $5.40 an ounce. You want an ounce of gold? Right now, quick. $1,964.60 on the market. And oil dropped 57 cents a barrel. Might as well buy two while you can.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 107, west winds 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 85, west winds 20 to 25 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. The winds decreasing to 15 to 20 miles an hour after midnight. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 104, west-southwest wind 5 to 15, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. 92 degrees, 25% relative humidity. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal. You'll find them at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Attention high school sports fans. Are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in California needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kafin. They're picking up the pieces after yesterday's violent storms along the East Coast.
It was like a tree bomb in my house. I heard all this noise, didn't know what it was. Trees like just, falling on the roof, destroyed my deck.
His home damaged in Glen Mills, Pennsylvania. CBS's Jim Crisulo.
Storms including suspected tornadoes hit from Georgia to New York. At least 2 people were killed. Thousands of airline flights were canceled or delayed. More than 1 million homes and businesses were without power at one point. This man lives in Charlotte, North Carolina.
It just came out of nowhere. Garbage cans started going down the street. Wind picked up. Rain was going sideways. It was almost like a tornado.
More severe weather is likely today across the Plains states and in the deep south and southeast.
In Los Angeles, there's a 24-hour strike by some 11,000 city workers. Now the contract talks have stalled. John Baird of affiliate KNX at LAX.
You can see travelers rolling their bags right in the middle of these marchers. They're marching in a circle, and you've got people in the middle of that circle walking to the terminals trying to get to their flights. There doesn't seem to be a major inconvenience here yet, but we know that the restroom workers are on strike. We know the shuttle drivers are on strike.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has replaced his campaign manager. He's far behind Donald Trump in GOP presidential polls. CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns is in Ohio for today's election about whether to change the rules for a fall referendum.
Hi, are you registered to vote?
In November, Ohioans will decide if their state constitution should include protections for abortion access, something that, according to a recent poll, 58% of voters there support. It's a big number, but whether it's enough to pass will be determined by today's special election.
Republicans want to raise the threshold for passage from a simple majority to 60%. Moody's has downgraded ratings for 10 mid-sized banks. CBS's Jill Schlesinger says they've been closely watched since 3 bank failures earlier this year.
It's not just about higher interest rates, which make their business less profitable, but also the potential of a U.S. recession, which Moody's believe will happen in early 2024.
CBS's Vicki Barker has more on the send-off today for a Grammy-winning singer.
Final applause for Sinead O'Connor as her funeral cortege, blasting reggae music, pulls up in front of the seaside Irish townhouse where she lived for 15 years. The 56-year-old singer and activist was found unresponsive in her London home late last month. Her fans throwing flowers onto the hearse as it passed.
Wall Street, the Dow is down 414. This is CBS News.
Hire with minimal effort and max speed with Indeed. Their hiring solution platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates efficiently. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. You may no longer be a husband, but you'll always be a dad. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Phoenix area attorneys. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
You don't have to live in Britain to get what the New York Times calls the best of British telly. Stream the UK's most brilliant series only on BritBox. Unlock acclaimed favourites including Vera and Stonehouse, starring Succession's Matthew McFadden. Plus, don't miss upcoming original dramas like Archie, the story of Hollywood's greatest leading man, Cary Grant. Lose yourself in Britain's best entertainment, only on BritBox. Start a free trial at BritBox.com.
The military ranks are filling up with pop stars in South Korea.
Suga is the 3rd member of BTS to begin mandatory military service in South Korea. He follows the group's eldest, Jin, who enlisted in December, and bandmate J-Hope, who reported in April. They postponed their service until they each turned 30, after South Korean lawmakers revised the country's Military Service Act, following heated debate over whether the K-pop phenom should be given special exemptions granted athletes, classical musicians, and dancers. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Bullet trains from Tokyo to Osaka in Japan will end snack cart service that's been part of the trip for decades in the fall. Officials say it's due to a labor shortage, and more riders nowadays buy food before they get on board the trains. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Present to you with this year's Choice YouTuber Award,
Carroll Buckley.
Prepare to get rocked.
That was unbelievable.
AM 1230 KXO.